Hey guys, this is Hot Noob here, and today I'm going to be showing everyone here how to swap out their hard drives, right? Here I have a 500 gigabyte hard drive, it's fairly decent, and then in this laptop here, it's a really shitty one that I bought. It has a crappy 250 gig hard drive. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to transfer it out without having any compatibility issues between the hard drives. In some instances, you'll just be able to plug in your old hard drives into your new laptop, but in this case, this laptop's so shitty that it can't do that with my with my old hard drive. So obviously, the first thing you're going to want to do is to take out the hard drive from the hard drive bay. Now, if you look closely here, you'll see 3 disks, and that pretty much means that the screw is for the hard drive bay. Most laptops will be labeled fairly simple, fairly well. You'll either have the discs like this next to the screw or somewhere on the panel, and you might have more than one screw. So I'm just going to use a pocket knife to do this. I'm gonna just put this down for a second. I'm gonna free my keychain, or my pocket knife I mean, so I can use it easier. Okay. Hope you don't get dizzy from that. Anyway, just gonna undo the screw here. Right, lefty, loosey, righty, tighty. Should be good enough. And then the next screw. A bit more. Hard to do it in this bad lighting. Okay, here we are. Now, the inside of the hard drive bay will be different for every laptop. In some laptops you might have the RAM in the side here or something like that. In this case, it's just the hard drive here. So just look closely at it. In my case, I have some screws that are holding in the hard drive in. So I got 3 of them. So I'm going to start here by unscrewing this one here. Whoops. It's hard to do this while holding the camera. And the next one. Can't do this with one hand. And here we are. And yeah, I am doing this with like a nail file. It's like a nail file screwdriver sort of thing. Okay, a bit more. Oh, and there's a 4th screw slot, and that's another one there, but there's a 4th one there, and that's actually from the lid there. Okay, be careful of your screws. Some laptops will have really bad designs, and you might actually end up getting your screw inside of the laptop, and you might have to shake it out, which could end up damaging your laptop. So, yeah, in this case we have a little piece of paper here to help pull it out. Gotta be careful with it though. In other cases you might just have a plastic tab, and here we are. Okay. This is a bit weird for most laptops. You're gonna probably have a different hookup. It won't look quite the same, but they're all the same pretty much. You just take it off here. Right. If you look closely, got your that one's power, I think, or something. And sorry, that's your SATA. That's your power. Something like that. I can never remember. It's not like it makes much difference, because it's just like, plug and play. Next thing you're going to need is another computer, a PC preferably. You're also going to need an extra SATA cable if you don't already have one. Sort of poor lighting here. And this is the hard drive I want to transfer it into. Okay, it's a bit hard to do with your left hand, so see this here is your power cable, and you want to put it in there. Right. I'm just going to put this down while I plug it in. Okay, and as you can see, this is why I have my computer horizontal, so I can do shit like this without too much problems. This is the fourth hard drive or whatever. So finally, you want to start up your computer here, and I'm actually just going to pause this while it starts up because this is just sort of the hardware portion, and there's only like, I don't know, 11 minutes left. And yeah, so just another tip here, make sure that you replace the right hard drive. This hard drive here was actually my main C drive. So it was starting up from this drive, which is what you don't want to do. I think anyway, and I've got this whole disk check crap. I normally don't get that often, like, and I'm pretty harsh with my computers. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the right one. So, I'm just gonna log in. And you guys didn't see my password. So, pretty much the next steps will be to transfer the data from this hard drive, which was from the laptop, onto this new, well actually it's an older hard drive, but this better hard drive, right? So when we plug it in, it goes in there. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a clone of that drive and putting it on here. Anyway, I'm going to pause this again while my computer starts up because it's fairly slow because I have everything on this computer underclocked because crappy power box and like I have a shitload of hard drives plugged in, right? Anyway. Alright, now here comes the fun part. Or rather, the long and boring part. So, this is actually my first time doing this. I haven't been following any tutorials. I'm just like winging it, hoping that you know, recording this won't be completely useless. So, I've narrowed it down to 2 programs as the possibilities for transferring or cloning the disks. Here I've got a program called Ease Us Toto Backup, and it's free. And then in the background I have another program that's installing, and it's called oh my god, why is this thing zooming in? Okay, anyway, it's called Paragon Backup and Recovery, and my camera is having issues with the zoom. There we are. I think the zoom button is a bit sticky there. So anyway, the Paragon Backup and Recovery one looks a bit less user-friendly. Requires a restart, so I'm not going to do that one. And this one seems to be a lot easier to use. It's installed a lot faster than the Paragon one, so I might be using this one. And yeah, I know my hand is very shaky right now. Wants to restart the computer. Well, it looks like I gotta restart, so I'm just gonna restart here, and I'm gonna pause this again. Alright, well, my computer's restarted now, and first of all, I'm just gonna go here, right click on computer, and go to manage. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this. I don't know how the screen quality will be. Unfortunately, well, I do have a mic, but I'm too lazy to plug it in onto my PC and install all of the screen capturing junk for this computer. So anyway, you go to disk management. It's under the storage category, and then you also want to go to your computer again. And notice how you have a shitload more drives. You should have at least 2 extra drives. One of them will be your files, the other one will be your system, and possibly a third one will be your recovery drive. So you just want to go for your files, right, and figure out what's what. So so yeah, this is the drive I want. So this is the J drive, and you want to look here in your management or whatever and look for the letter J, right? So this is the J drive, and then look at the disk. It's disk number 2. So let's go to clone. Disk clone or partition clone? Well, we're going to be doing a disk clone because we want to include all of the partitions. Otherwise, the whole point of getting this program would be absolutely useless. So select the source disk, and here we've concluded that it's disk 2. So, disk 2. That totally does not look right. Okay, so, right. With the backup program, it starts at 1 rather than 0, so just add 1 to the number, so disk 3 in this case. And here at the bottom gives you some whatever. Whatever. So we'll just go to next. Select the destination disk. Well, I want disk 2. Just going to double check that it's disk 2. Should have the F drive here, so yeah, disk 2. And says it's not protected. I guess there's a protection thing that prevents you from doing this. Anyway, I don't know what sector by sector clone does. Just leave that unchecked for now. So I'm going to press next. So here we get a nice little layout. This is the source disk, and this is how your new disk or your clone disk is going to be looking like, where here is unallocated. And you can allocate it using your computer management thing later on, but for now we'll just do it that way. And blah blah blah, destination disk, contents will be lost, and I've already made backups or moved it to other drives and stuff, so okay. I'm pretty sure it was the F drive. I should double check. Yeah. So this is my old hard drive from my old laptop, and I've taken out most of the useful stuff. I probably left some crap that I need. Anyway, I'm probably going to be running out of time soon, so I'm going to pause this while it does its little thing, and whatever.